this is what we do. And everyone gets $10 for a video that they help with. Do you want $10?
Devil in the Family, The Fall of Ruby Franke, recap part 2, and $10. $10.
By this point, Ruby was effectively America's mom.
Just to remind you where we left last time, and I'm still having some pretty big issues with that whole America's mom thing. Not even close, never, not even at the height of fame. And that's said several times within the series. No, absolutely not. So at this point, even though they're offering the kids a whopping $10, they are raking in the dough. This is when they move to what they call their grandma and grandpa house, this big old house in this little subdivision. But the problem with Ruby is that she is filming in the streets, filming other people's houses, posting it to YouTube, and most of the neighbors are like, she was really unfriendly. I will take the least surprising thing I've heard today for $150, Alex. Thank you.
We did see changes in the kids accumulating.
Kate and Chad today are being terrible.
You can use their faces as B-roll.
The whole reason here is because of our job. And you guys are acting like this is stupid.
The kids started to complain about everything, like, I'm bored. We don't want to film. We're so tired of doing this.
Kids have had their lives absolutely hijacked. We talked about it in part 1 that at this point they were referred to as employees. They weren't the children anymore, and you can tell, even with the dad in the video, they're annoyed that their kids don't want to make every family outing or every moment of their life filming so that the parents can make money and they can get $10. Next part, you have to listen to the words that people use, because a lot of times words that would just kind of fly over that you're not thinking about have serious connections and connotations within these people's belief system.
It really began to concern Ruby a lot. She would describe it as they were losing their light.
They were losing their light, and it was because they were disobedient or they were in some way bad. It couldn't be that she shoved a camera in their faces 24/7 and spoke to them like this.
Do you know that this is what we do? And everyone gets $10 for a video that they help with. Do you want $10?
So not only were they being consistently physically and emotionally damaged, they also had their safe space, the little bit of safe spaces that they had, turned into a set, basically. And if you watch family channels, which I could not encourage you enough not to, but if you do, start paying attention to things like that and how comfortable that might have been when you were a little one.
Our entire schedule revolved around YouTube, and I think that's where I started to have issues. We always had to keep the house clean. We changed all the light bulbs from our yellow shade to like a bright white. It felt more like a set than a house.
Reminder, that is Sherry Franke, the oldest daughter in the Franke family, who also wrote The House of My Mother, which I'm listening to right now. Couldn't recommend enough. It's starting out amazing. And I just wanted to give props to, this is a very strong human being who is now advocating against kids being in this same situation. If we remember from yesterday, quick reminder, moving on. Everywhere behind the scenes was messy at this point, though, because the neighbors who already had a really rough opinion of these people, because they, go fig, didn't want their houses filmed for YouTube all the time, started getting really concerned by what they were seeing in the content as well.
My heart sunk pretty fast because I started watching some of the videos, and I was honestly appalled is the word I have, of sharing such personal information about your kids.
They would post some seriously private information about these kids. And the people watching it too, you gotta ask, what makes you feel entitled to knowing that about those kids? And not even more so, let's extend the rope a little bit more, feeling kind of gross knowing that you know that and you watch the whole video. The pressure on the kids at this point, as you can guess, is just mounting and mounting and mounting, and one of the kids starts having a really hard time with it, like you would, and that is Chad. And at that point, it seems that Ruby really aggressively targets Chad as going down the wrong path and being a bad kid, when in reality...
That was when I just wanted to be with my friends. I really didn't want anything to do with YouTube. It bugged the crap out of me. I hated it. And there was a time, maybe even a year or more, where I truly hated her.
Smile. Chad, look at me.
I hate smiling at lenses.
Okay, let's go back.
Not only was the regular filling hard and taxing, of course, the children are used in brand deals like a lot of these family channels do also, and that was really hard as well, because think about it. You raise your kids with these lip service beliefs, right? Be honest, be this good person, whatever, but then you're actively telling them to lie to everyone.
When it came to brand deals and the sponsorships, that's what really put me on edge, because it felt like a script. It felt like I was being controlled.
It felt that way because it was that way, and the kids really didn't want to do it. And you can see that this is a kid suffering, and just, she does not, it just seems like she does not care at all. She's going to get that bank. She's going to make everyone think that she's the best mom in the world, and everyone else can stand aside. And if you're suffering, well, then you're bad and I'm great.
I think this one is really good. It says, do you think your teen's mental health is more important than school and grades?
You don't care.
Do you know where I sit with that? Chad, are you going to be willing to help me out or not? You seem really distant.
I purposefully said the wrong lines. I purposely tried to make my mom as pissed as she possibly could. I made things hard for her, and I don't know why. I think it just goes back to I really didn't like being told what to do.
That line really got me. I don't know why, because, you know, you do what you can to resist when you're being treated absolutely horrible in an impossible situation, especially when you're a kid and you don't necessarily have the language, or you have a terrifying parent that you can't tell the truth to. So at this point, Chad gets expelled from school, and in the next part is when Jodi Hildebrandt comes on the scene. I'll see you there. And this always feels weird at the end of the really bad ones, but have a good day.